So, this is me testing out YouTube Live. Live. Let's see what's happening. What's the vibes? How we do this? What's good with y'all though? What's happening? Come and talk to me. I ain't really gonna need you, girl. Y'all can hear me good? Huh? Who is who is out here? What's happening? Happy. Solid True was goody. This is my very first YouTube live. Um Not gonna even pretend that I'm like not super knowing what I'm doing, but I plan to invest heavily on lives, so that's why I'm here. Um, I want to do like little Q&A vibes, little Q&A vibes. You feel me? Yeah, solid truth. What's up with you? We got more people in the vibe. What's good? I'm trying to send this link out, y'all. Trying to send this link out. Shabba. Are you out in Vegas? That's what's hot. How long you been in Vegas? Shit. 17 years, a long time. Yeah. Let's start jumping on YouTube and just. I really want to look into, not look into, but I really want to just build community here. So I want to experiment with just jumping on live, answering questions, um, probably sharing a little bit more about, what I'm working on, me, what I'm building. Whew. I'm probably gonna delete this, but I. This is just me working a king style. This This is just me working the kinks out. Trying to see what this. Oh wow, YouTube Live is really live. Yeah, I can't see all of the people that's in here, but like, just bear with me. I'm figuring this out. I'm gonna get my stream game up. Don't worry about it. Just I gotta figure it out. This is really crazy. How did you find my channel? Solid Truth. How you find my channel? Just an entrepreneur. What's up with you? Where you from? Let me know where you from. Step in. I'm experimenting with YouTube Live. I don't know when you joined here, but I'm just trying to figure out how this joint works. And I'm a person that learns by doing, so I'm doing it. Are you from Raleigh? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I got some people down in Charlotte. I'm not really, I'm not really by the Raleigh side too much, but yeah, just the entrepreneur. What do you do exactly? Talk to me about what you do. What type of business do you have? Hey, solid truth. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I wanna I have a couple of ideas here about these lives that I wanna do. Um, but part of it is just, just coming on, sharing with y'all. We will obviously talk disc to some degree, but it's really more of a getting to know like a behind the scenes or just how I rock on a day to day, what's going on, some of the behind the scenes stuff that you don't see. Um, I'm actually going to live stream some of the podcast episodes, um, so folks could sort of experience them in real time. I'm gonna experiment with all sorts of stuff, um, but yeah, really, I wanna get this. I want to make sure that I'm able to figure this out. Um, but figure it out publicly so y'all can really see how this progresses. I like iterative growth. Like I said, I learned by doing, so not really shy about jumping on here and then looking weird or goofy right now. What I'm most concerned with is just connecting with y'all who have you know, tapped in with me. A date night company. Okay. What you mean you got a date night company? Like what y'all do? You know that's the high D in me. Tell me about this date night company. That sounds real interesting. That sounds very interesting. What is this date night company? What y'all be doing it? What that consists of? Yeah, I started doing the 75 hard challenge. This joint is crazy. Y'all ever did 75 hard? I plan dates and create date nights in a box. I ain't gonna lie, Jess. We might have to have a conversation because that sounds very interesting. Date night in a box. You got a website or something? What's your website? You sound like you save lives or something. Man, yeah. So I started doing this 75 hard joint. It's basically all right. So drop your IG in the chat. Let's see, I'm gonna tap in with you. See what's up. That sounds interesting. I like that idea. That's a dope that's a dope concept. Yeah, but the 75 hard joint is it's testing me. It's testing me. I did it before. It's not my first time, but you feel me? It's keeping me on my toes. It's keeping me on my toes. Zemi the demigod, what's goody? If you drop them numbers and you know what I mean I'll see what's up with you. Thoughtless, thoughtful, good. Okay, let's see. That's a tongue twister. Thoughtless, thoughtful. Yeah, that sounds real interesting. Talk to me. Yeah, I'm on your page right now. I see you. All right, 42, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22. All right, so you a high S. Cool. Okay. So essentially, I mean, I don't know what's they're not in a box of vibe. Yeah, but you're a high S personality. Um, what it tells me is you're a person who's wired for stability. You're a person who cares about things being comfortable. You like predictability. You like consistency. So the thing with the thing with the assessment, the thing with the personality types, again, everybody has a little bit of everything. Nobody's just one thing, but everybody has at least one dominant quadrant, and people are dominant in that area because, and you got to think about it, psychologically, or our brains are designed to keep us safe. So a lot of the ways that we behave comes from a fear or anxiety producer. So we're like wired to almost play defense to keep ourselves safe. So everybody, you can look at their personality type and understand that it comes from a very specific fear or anxiety producer. So you being somebody who's a high S, it automatically tells me that you're a person who has a foundational fear of loss, of security, stability. Like you don't like things to change. You like things to stay the same. You like routine. You like to know exactly what it is that's going on at all times as much as possible. And you like things to be cool, calm, and collected. You don't like things moving fast or shifting and changing all of the time. It makes you anxious. So that's what drives you to be such a high S. Um, And once you understand that, there's a bunch of other things that come with it, right? So if you're a high S and you like to be paced, you like predictability, you like um you like uh you like things to be you like just regularity. You likely struggle with a sense of urgency, right? And maybe you feel it or other people have told you, but you just kind of move at your own pace. You may also get caught up in a sense of, like overthinking. You process a lot. It takes you a lot of time to process and break down, maybe your internal or external happenings. But you're a person who really likes to move at your own pace, your own speed. Um, and it's typically not that of the speed of a bunch of the world per se, right? Um, but yeah, it comes. That's not your life. What do you mean that's not your life? I love this resistance. Let's talk about it. Well, if you want to talk about it, motivational speaker. Okay. Um. Well, I actually have a cohort coming up in September where I'm certifying. Um. I'm certifying people to be disc facilitators. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll send you the link to fill out the application. I always move and end up in unpredictable places. I definitely the more I want. Yeah, that's how that's how it typically happens. So typically the thing we end up in these cycles because we're operating out of fear. And because we're operating out of fear and not focused on what it is that we want, that's not attached to the fear, you end up creating this cyclical situation where you're always running from the thing that you're actually afraid of because you create it, you bring it to life, you manifest it. And the tricky thing about security is like a logical fallacy, right? Security is one of those things where is something that you need, right? It's a necessity, but only you can give it to yourself, right? Nobody can give you security. What you deem to be security may differ from the next person and the next person. There is no uniform or objective sense of security, but we all need it, right? So it could get tricky, but you like to be grounded, you like to feel safe and secure, and you know what I mean, you like a comfort zone. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to understand what comes with that. Right. Security is a state of mind, but again, that what people resonate with, what people connect to, what people perceive as security differs from person to person. What you call security is not may not be security to me, and vice versa. So, you know what I mean? You I think that's the beauty in it. But security is only a gift that you could give yourself. Nobody can give that to you. Security is like something that you create for yourself, and it's something that you have to constantly create. It's security is really like a catch 22 thing. Like the more you think about it, you can always question like, is this really secure or is it not? Or you know what I mean? Like it's up to you. Mm, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, that assessment got the answers. So how can it park with people? I know you ain't mean to put park. How can I work? Okay, got you. So what you have to understand as a person who is a high S personality type, you are you're very accommodating, right? So you will defer your wants and your needs to that of the people around you, even when it doesn't resonate or align with you. So you'll almost sacrifice yourself for the people around you. That's one thing to be mindful of. Two, it's understanding that you need to prioritize yourself and your wants and desires. Um, and like maybe your relationship with selfish needs to look different. Your relationship with the word yes and the word no needs to shift a bit, right? Because you're going to naturally sacrifice. You're naturally going to be accommodating, but you could end up resenting people on the back end because you said yes or you acquiesced to what somebody else wanted, and now you're in a situation that you ain't want to be in, doing something you didn't want to do, or you just have buyer's remorse. So high S personalities are people who are process oriented, right? Y'all don't necessarily want to drive or dictate what to do, but you believe there is a way to do it, right? So you may not want to be the decision maker, but you care about how it gets done. Think about a to do list, a checklist. A to-do list is like a high S's best friend, right? I'm gonna get on how to reframe that in a second. A to-do list is like a high S's best friend, right? Because you give so much of yourself to other people, you usually are left burnt out when it's time to do the stuff that you need to do for you. So, one, you need to get a to-do list, and you need to put at the very top of that, you need a must, right? What you could do, what you should do, those things don't always happen. But the thing that you must do always happens. A must will always happen. So you need to prioritize the thing that you must do every single day, put it at the top of your to do list, and it should be in alignment with who you want to be. It should be in alignment with what serves you, what you're working towards. Everything else that comes after that, cool. But you need to make sure that you're pouring into yourself. A high S is going to pour out of their cup, but you need to get around people who are going to take care of you, who are going to let you know, hey, you need to do this for yourself, or they're going to encourage, reassure you, nudge you, so that you can care for self. Because high S's are really people who are ride or dies. They will pour until they're empty. They will overcommit. They will overgive, overshare, and um, I always say you could be a ride or die. You just gotta watch whose car you get in. You know what I'm saying? You have to be mindful, because there's some people who are gonna just take from you, and then there are other people who understand your heart and your spirit, and they're gonna protect you, and they're gonna pour into you. You're a person who's gonna give, and even if you need something, you ain't really gonna ask for it. But that's the part where you got to communicate. So one, you need a to-do list. So it helps you stay focused. It helps you stay on track, because you are naturally process oriented. So you may feel confused with trying to figure out what to do, but once you have direction on what to do, or once you figured out or have clarity on what to do, you're really great at working the steps and working the system. Um, the next thing is just communicating upfront, early, often, and continuously, because you're a person who is accommodating, you're relational, and you are adverse to conflict. So you don't really want, like, because you're so relational and you care about people, you feel like speaking up is gonna disrupt the relationship, or is gonna cause an issue of some sort. And what happens is you end up exploding on people, and you end up, you know, keeping receipts and being passive aggressive sometimes, because you don't address things in a moment. And so you want to make sure that you create communication. If something doesn't work for you, if you don't like something, if it doesn't serve you, speak on it, and understand that it's not, you can't destroy a relationship that's meant to be, or you can't, if somebody is for you, they're going to be for you even when y'all disagree. So understand that conflict avoided is conflict multiplied. So the more you try to avoid, the more you try to sweep it under the rug, it just festers and grows until it reaches a point where you just explode. And now it's a nasty situation that may not be able to get fixed. Yeah. That to-do list will really be helpful for you. That to-do list will really go a long way. It'll help you stay focused and on track. And because you like routine and monotony, if you develop or you put the right routines and habits in your day, your life will change like this, because you'll stick to it naturally. Yeah, you may be around people that are not, you may be around people who are not high S's, right? So it just depends. Zemi, I didn't know you was still here. You wasn't talking to me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see who's around. Are y'all digging this? Y'all finding value in this? Like, because again, I really want to invest on. I really am looking to invest in doing lives on YouTube. Um, but I want to make sure that they're a value add. I want to make sure that they're a value add to you. You know what I mean? And so I want to develop a cadence where I jump on and we rock out. If y'all got questions, I'm here to be of service. I'm here to be a blessing to you in the best ways that I can. Um, but I want to make sure that it makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, I want to. This again. This is my first live. I will get better at this. I'm just sort of figuring it out. You know what I mean? Seeing what's going on. I was actually gonna scrap this, but now y'all got me feeling like I need to just save this and like let this be, part of the body of work, part of the archive. We'll look back on this and laugh probably. You're a high C and a high S. Okay. Well, if you get your numbers, then just let me know. This is not gonna be the last one. Um, cool. Okay, I know solid truth is from Vegas. Where you from? Where you from, Zemi? Art Artemis? I don't want to say a name wrong. I probably did. But let me know where y'all are from. I like to know where people is from so we can tap in. You in Alabama? Okay. Yeah, what part of Alabama? Okay, Illinois. All right. Huntsville. Oh, all right, yeah. I know a bunch of people from Huntsville. Cool. See, the only reason why I know um that place in Illinois, I ain't gonna try to say it. Peoria, however you say it. Sean Livingston's from there. He played in the NBA. Think. Sure, he's from there. But yeah, I want to jump on here and just rock with y'all, add value. Um, maybe I need to figure out what the cadence is or when we will do this. Um, whether it's something we do once a week or every day. I don't know if every day is too much. I mean, there ain't no such thing as too much, but it'll be whatever we decide it'll be. But um, I'm in a season where I'm really being intentional. Your mother went to school with Sean Livingston. Wow, that's cool. You just made me feel old. I feel that. I hear that. um, yeah, I wanna be intentional. I wanna make sure that I add value to y'all. But we definitely gonna rock out and do this. Moving forward, I'm probably gonna send out. I'm probably gonna just send an email to my list when I'm about to go live, or I'll send it to like I don't know. How did y'all find this? Did it pop up on YouTube for you, or because I sent a message on Instagram too? I don't know. How did y'all find this? Just so that I'm aware. I could schedule it on YouTube, but bear with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a high D. You feel me? And that schedule might not. You know what I mean? I'm a high D, so it popped up as a suggestion. Copy, copy. So y'all all got my notifications on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um, bet say that. Yeah, I wanna do a lot more Q&A content. One, because it comes more naturally to me. I feel like I can add the most value there. But also I want to make sure that it's as specific to you as possible. So if there's ever any questions that you have, that you want me to answer, send them to me. You can email them to me. You can send it through DM. Um, you know what I mean? I'm looking at. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, I want to be able to answer as many questions, so even if it isn't in live form, or even if it isn't, something in the moment, if you send me a question, I will answer it. Even if I gotta throw it into my production and uh, clip it up with have my editor clip it up and send it to you personally, I will do so. Um, but yeah, send all of the questions in. I want all the smoke. Um, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna call this thing that we doing. I'll figure that out too. Um, but the most important thing is that we're creating community, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being on this live. This is the first of many. I'm still trying to figure out all these controls. The number of participants does not match the number of people that it says on the thing. I'm my fault. I'm learning. Don't pay me no mind. Um, how do my diss numbers help with my career? It can be helpful in a couple of ways. One, it the first is it makes you aware of who you are, but also who you're not. The other thing is, and this is something that may cause a little confusion, but the assessment is going to show you what your preference is, what you enjoy doing, and what you do not like doing. It's going to let you know how you perform, how you execute with ease. So it doesn't say you can do this or you can't do that. It shows you how you do things, not what you can and can't do. So with that in mind, your assessment is going to illuminate the fact that certain things are going to be more challenging to you and other things are going to be easier for you because one, you are wired a particular way, and two, you prefer certain things over other things, which means you'll have energy and enthusiasm. You'll get the dopamine hits when you do things that are in alignment with what you like and what you enjoy. And because you get hit with the dopamine, it's like a reward system. So you'll keep doing it and you won't lose energy. You won't feel taxed. You won't feel drained. And so it can point you to, hey, this might be a really good career field, or this might be easy for you, and something like this may be challenging, or this other thing may be really taxing, or it may be a drag, or you may burn out. So it can give you some insight on things to focus on and some things to try to stay away from as it relates to your career. But it doesn't tell you what you can and can't do. Um, Like I just you put your numbers in the above comment. I put my numbers in the above comment. I don't I don't see the numbers. Yeah. I mean it can sound wait, are you Well, you're a high C, right? If a person is a high C and a person, so if you have a high C and a high S, then I mean, without knowing your numbers, I know you say you don't know them, but you're a perfectionist and you're very process oriented. So you like for things to be correct. You like for things to be exact. You believe there is a right and a wrong way to do things, and you want it to be done with excellence, with perfection. You're very exact and precise. And so people are gonna rub you the wrong way, and you're gonna rub people the wrong way because you care about things being correct, right? Um, and you're very systematic. You believe in this, things happen in a particular way, in a particular order, and it's either right or it is wrong. And it's you hear people say, "Oh, you're very black and white," um, or you need to be in the gray, or you're very this or that. You're very either or, and that works in certain situations, but in other situations it doesn't work, and you need to be aware of that. Um, but it does tell me that you're very thorough, you're very detail oriented, you like to do things at a very high level, you care about quality. And if you have a high S and a high C, then that lets me know that you really take time to do the work the way it needs to be done so that it is correct and it is in excellence. um, there are some people who have really high standards, but they don't take the time to wait. Hold on. No, so you don't have okay. So if you've put those numbers in order, hold on. So you put those in order, D, I, S, and C. You put it in order. Let me know before I get into it. Because if that's the case, then that's something that's very different. Solid truth. Can you put it in order, D, I, S, C order? Because I just see the numbers, but if it's not in order, I need to know what the order is. Is that in DISC order? Yes, it's in order. Okay, so that's different because you don't have a high S. You're a high D with a high C. So that means you're an implementer. You really like to get stuff done, but you also like to get it done correctly. So you're very driving, demanding, very assertive, but also you like to be exact and precise. Um, you got some, you have people skills. I see that high I, but it also lets me know that when you get upset or when you get stressed, you can. It looks like you lash out a bit more. You tend to like flip out, or become more expressive. You tell people about themselves when you feel stressed out. Well, the low S doesn't necessarily again, be high doesn't mean good, low doesn't mean bad. It isn't high or low, whatever. But the I could see why you thought you had a high S, but you really have a high C. The difference between the high S and the high C, the high C is systems oriented, right? So they care about sequence, they care about structure, they care about order. Everything has to be precise. The high S cares about process. So not really so much what is happening, but how it is happening, right? They can be more flexible. They could be, so that's the difference. But you definitely are a doer. Yeah, that's why you don't like people who aren't organized because you got a high C. So they probably feel like you're a stickler or you're, a jerk or you being rude or you just like a Debbie Downer because you're so meticulous, but you like to do things and you like to do them in excellence. And there isn't anything wrong with that. I just think you need to be mindful. But I also don't see you having a problem with communication because you have a high eye or a high enough eye where you can communicate, you can articulate yourself, and you can do it in a way where people feel appreciated and it's not rude or it isn't brash, but I can see where you could get frustrated. Yeah, definitely. But I also see in your eye you adapt up, so that means when you get stressed or you feel some sort of way, you rev up on people. You start telling people about themselves. Yeah, well, since we on the topic, you da 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 da, you start going off. So that it looks like you kind of can explode a little bit on people. You know what I mean? You got the like verbal vomit on people when you get upset, when you get in your feels. I will pull. I'll drop the link here. We're gonna start in September. Um, we're gonna start in September, and it's gonna be a very small group of people. I'm gonna start reaching out to people in August to confirm who's gonna be in the cohort. That's the link that. Oh, you have the link. Oh, okay, cool. Um, Zemi. So one, I want to get your exact numbers, Zemi. So we gonna do this again, and I actually have to jump soon because I have. Yep, I got a 2 o'clock. Um, but yeah, I want your exact numbers. But if you're a high S and a high C, then you take your time. You like quality. You're very chill. Some people may say you too chill. You need to be more urgent. You need to move quicker. You need to get to it. But you're kind of like a sniper. You like to take your time, measure everything, get everything uh, in order. You like to be in the right environment with the right structure, and you like your feng shui, and you like to be in a zone that allows you to lock in, focus, and work. You're very particular about the way things happen, um, and you care about how people receive what you do and how people perceive you. But everything you do will be in excellence if those are in fact your numbers. All right, y'all. Again, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Max was good. Solid Truth, Zemi, um, Jess, Astrologer. Those of y'all on a replay, we're gonna keep doing this. I appreciate y'all. We got the first one in the books. Um, Stay tuned. I'm gonna start communicating out when I'm gonna do them. But thank you so much, and I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.